Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Hope you're well, thank you for joining me. Start of another week, and the thing with reform is still going on. I think, for reform, they really have done an awful lot of damage. Now, I'm going to do a couple of videos on this today, and the first one, I want to talk about Rupert Lowe, and specifically the allegations made against him in this statement. You remember the statement? The very poorly worded statement designed to completely and utterly shaft an innocent man. Well, part of it was to do with allegations of bullying, which Rupert said are simply not true. And I personally have, first-hand information from a mutual source who says what a lovely bloke Rupert is. So as soon as I read it, I didn't believe it. Didn't believe it at all. Anyway, there's a couple of tweets that have come out this morning. One of which is from Andrew Bridgen, of all people, and he shed some light on this. But first, have a look at this one from Rupert. He says, finally, the main staff member involved has confirmed that her allegations are not about me. The second staff member's allegations are also not about me. Andrew was the individual's former employer. She has given permission to post this. Reform must now retract and apologise. Now, when you read the initial statement, when you read Nigel's article in the Daily Telegraph and everything else, it's got all the makings of a hatchet job, a stitch-up. Why? I've seen WhatsApp messages from groups I belong to. I've seen everything else, and it does paint a very, very dark picture as to why this has happened. Now, Rupert, to me, is a model politician. He's saying and raising concerns that I certainly have, and I know many other people do as well. But the party as a whole seems to be going in another direction. Is that the problem, maybe? Maybe Rupert was becoming inconvenient. Maybe Rupert was becoming popular. Let's get rid of Rupert. That's the way it's starting to feel like. Anyway, have a look at this that Andrew Bridgen came out with. The plot thickens. One of my former parliamentary aides went on to work for Rupert Lowe. She is one of the staff involved in these allegations against him. She's told me her original complaint had nothing to do with him at all and was related to the actions of someone else. There you go. And this also substantiates what Rupert said the other day. These employees aren't reform employees, they're parliamentary employees. You've got two different MPs from two different parties engaging the same person in work. Plot thickens, doesn't it? And as I said, this has got all of the makings of a nasty political hatchet job. And there's ample proof out there that there's no substance to it whatsoever. And the last thing as well, before I go, Rupert mentioned, and I'll put the tweet here, that there's some intimation that he's even got dementia. Do you know what that does to somebody? Do you know what that does to a family? And to use that and accuse somebody of having it just to increase the effectiveness of the hatchet job. Disgraceful. Utterly, utterly disgraceful. Rupert needs an apology. And there are about 2 or 3 other individuals I can think of within reform circles, former reform circles, who need apologies also. I think we all know who they are. Let me know what you think in the comments. It's a bad, bad day. Have a look at these videos. I look forward to talking to you soon. Toodaloo.